Just win, baby.
Look, check it out. All black with a hoodie, snapback, with a snap on. Long white socks, me mugging like I'm King Kong. With them all black Chuck Taylors. West side and this bitch yelling Raiders. Thuggin', cause we know with it. Motherfuckers like y'all suck, but we don't give a fuck, nigga. We deal with it. Jaw jacking, getting nigga fucked up with the quickness. Parking lot squabbles, giving nigga the business. Shh, quiet, the fuck you mean? We yelling Raiders, bitch. Like fuck your team, you wanna talk your shit. Get sad like Scream Stadium, take off, nigga. Homicide scene. Oakland to LA, LA to Oakland, Las Vegas, Sin City, steady smoking. Raiders looking to get another ring like fuck y'all haters, nigga. Y'all know I mean. We yelling Raiders, bitch. Y'all know what's up, like Raiders, bitch. With it, two niggas up like Raiders, bitch. I show no love like Raiders, bitch. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. Raiders, bitch. Y'all know what's up, like Raiders, bitch. With it, two niggas up like Raiders, bitch. I show no love like Raiders, bitch. Nigga, we don't give a fuck.
With so much drama in the big LV, it's kinda hard being Yaya or end up C. But I, somehow, some ways, keep dropping these Raider hits like every single day. May I sip on this Henny while these haters pay attention and my name stay bitchin'. I'ma stay G'd up like a silver feed up and tucked as a burner just in case it heats up. But I'm humble, 10 toes down to never stumble. Keep doing Raider music, imitate and never double. It's like everywhere we go, it's like the same old shit. Here Raiders just suck, y'all can suck my dick. It's a nation just to prove, no need to consume, win, lose, or tie. Raider Nation keep moving, top to the bottom, bottom to the top. It's Raider Nation all day till the casket drop.
We yelling Raiders, bitch. Y'all know what's up, like Raiders, bitch. With it, two niggas up like Raiders, bitch. I show no love like Raiders, bitch. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. Raiders, bitch. Y'all know what's up, like Raiders, bitch. With it, two niggas up like Raiders, bitch. I show no love like Raiders, bitch. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. Welcome in this bitch like nigga, what's happening? With whiskey in my cup, turned up, Raider Nation hella active. Watch what you say, watch the yapping, nigga. Don't get your ass kicked. We bout that action. I'm a goofy nigga, but I ain't no goofy nigga. Fuck around and find out he doing a two-piece nigga. Everybody knows me soon as I hit the scene. They like Raiders, bitch, nigga. Fuck your team. Champions Club, I am the one. VIP access, we do what can't be done. I do what I do, nigga. That's on the daily. Talking hella shit, give a fuck if they hate me. Only one nation, Raider Nation, and it's evident. Any other nation is irrelevant. Commitment to excellence. Just win, babies, what we telling them. Shout out to the nation. You know I had to represent. Yelling Raiders, bitch. Y'all know what's up, like Raiders, bitch. With it, two niggas up like Raiders, bitch. I show no love like Raiders, bitch. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. Raiders, bitch. Y'all know what's up, like Raiders, bitch. With it, two niggas up like Raiders, bitch. I show no love like Raiders, bitch. Nigga, we don't give a fuck.
Raiders! What is up? What is up, Raider Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Puro Raider Podcast. Today, I have one of my special guests with me today. His name is Dub Raider.
What's up, fam?
¿Cómo estás? How you doing, bro?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Just excited to be here.
I see you got another stogie already, huh?
Oh, you know this? Or had to break one out for this festive occasion.
Dude, man, that's crazy. You constantly can do those all day long, huh?
Not really. I try to smoke maximum of 2 a day, but today, as you know, was a special day because we did the Stogie Nation podcast earlier at Bose, and so that was a special occasion. But on the norm, it's just in the evenings around this time after dinner, after the family goes down. I tend to just come back to the man cave, as you can see, and chill and smoke a cigar, drink some coffee, watch some TV, or do some designing or something. Just chill.
Oh, okay.
But again, today's a special occasion, so let's go for number 3.
Go for number 3.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, for those of you that don't know, haven't checked it out, check out Stogie Nation, right? That's with you and the homie MC Raider.
Yes, it's on MC Raider's YouTube. Our newest episode, which is actually coming out today after Puro Raiders Podcast.
Yeah,
on YouTube. And of course, we had a special guest this week. It was Cheeto Linus joined us. Had a stick with us and got to experience our home away from home, Bose Cigar Lounge.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool, especially with the whole cigar thing now too, with the Raiders, it being like a thing. So
that's right.
Experience that.
Yeah, talk your shit, smoke your shit, the Raider way, baby.
Yeah.
That's right. It just fit perfectly. It fit perfectly. It's like, wow, you know what? I feel, and I don't know if I could talk about kind of say the same thing for MC Raider, but I feel that now with this whole idea of talk your shit, smoke your shit, and then the cigars in the locker room, we identify even more as Raider fans, because first it was all about silver and black Raider Nation, and now smoking cigars too. Hell yeah, man! It's
okay. I have a question then, since it's part of like what you do, your hobby, your culture. Mm-hmm. A lot of people talk shit that we would do that and we didn't make the playoffs, right? Like, what are you celebrating? What are you celebrating? I guess people only saw smoking cigars as like celebratory, right?
Right.
So like when you saw them doing that after a game, like when you saw it, how did you take it, or what did that mean?
To me, to be totally honest, yes, obviously it was about the win. Every win is good. What's that one saying from Fast and the Furious? If you win by an inch or a mile, winning is winning, right? And we have to celebrate any opportunity that we have. And these boys earned it, especially having sat behind McDumbass for a year and a quarter, I think, or a year and a half.
Yeah, year and a half.
They needed to celebrate. They needed to vent. And you know what? More power to them, man. More power to them, because look what happened. It revitalized the team. It made them want to be out there and be a Raider and show the fans that, we're not giving up.
Right. See, and I like that. And I remember that at that first game, and then they did it after he left and they won. And then I remember we kept doing it after the wins, and people were talking shit like, why are you guys doing it? Y'all didn't win nothing, stuff like that, right?
Right. Well, I don't know how long they've been Raider fans, if people were thinking this way, because, we've had a tough time. Not gonna lie, since our Super Bowl in 2002, if I'm not mistaken, 2002 till now, there's been very few celebratory events in our fandom. So anytime you can celebrate, man, I say go for it. I personally celebrate Raider Nation 365. I love it. Win, lose, or tie, Raiders till I die. That's my mantra, and it doesn't matter. Yeah, I get angry when they lose, but you know what? I'm still a loyal Raider fan through and through. So if they want to celebrate, do it, baby, do it.
We got some people in the chat. 831 Raiders, salute. What up, brother? Puro Raiders, salute, my dude. Raider Paul, what's going on, brother? My boy Turf, what it do, Raider Nation? TRS, the Raider Syndicate in the building, salute, brother. And of course, the MC Raider, win, lose, or tie, smoke a stogie in the Raiders.
I love it. That's his catchphrase.
That's his catchphrase, huh?
Yes, sir.
I like it, though. I like it.
Win, lose, or tie. What is it? Win, lose, or tie. A la verga, Raiders till I die, or something like that. I forgot. Yeah. But it suits them so perfectly, though.
Doesn't it, though?
Hell yeah. It's like tailor-made for him.
Speaking of which, like, I wanted to, these were the ones you guys collabed on with, right? These right here?
No. Those he got from some other, I believe she's a Raider fan as well. Because those are, okay. I believe they're embroidered. No, they're not?
Nuh-uh.
Oh, they're not. I don't know, bro. That wasn't it. With him, I did his little cartoon character where he's kind of like standing with the cigar.
The one you did. Yeah.
And then the one with Max Crosby with the Chiefs helmet. I printed that one for him as well, and then his banner, and pretty soon his trademark T-shirt, and then his stickers also coming up, and we have a lot of projects that we're working together. Getting his merch out there and getting it to all his fans.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. No. I have actually the Raider one, the Max Crosby one you were talking about. And then my little nephew wants one of the little character ones.
Oh yeah, that was dope, man. I actually like it. I like it because it keeps it lively. It keeps it like very animated, very very cool. It's not always like dark and negative. You know, he's showing that his character's MC Raider is about everything, about having a good time, about the Raider Nation, about, you know, having fun, you know, doing funny skits like he knows how to do. You know, so I definitely commend him for that little character. It's pretty dope.
Yeah. You got your own little wall back there of collect stuff, huh?
Yes, sir. I got over here. These are all my pictures with Raider legends. I got Todd Christensen, Ted Hendricks.
Todd Christensen, damn.
Yeah. Who else do I got back there? Fred Belitnikov.
Okay.
Lamont Jordan. ¿Cómo se llama? He passed away right after or right before he got into the Hall of Fame.
Cliff Branch?
Yeah, Cliff Branch. And he actually, he did it with everybody, but he would allow you to wear the Super Bowl ring while you take a picture with them. Dude, that was so dope. That was so dope. Yeah, so I got pictures there, and then like on this wall, I don't know, see if we can pan this real quick. I got Ray Guy.
Hi.
I got all these are autographs for what is it? Lal Alzado.
Okay, all right.
Just got a little bit of everything, and it's funny because I don't know if you see this. Where is it? Damn, that picture right there, there. There's a funny story behind that. He's a cornerback by the name of Zeph Lee. He played for the LA Raiders, right? The way I found this out was I used to work. I used to do graphic design work for a school district, and every time I would go in there, I would talk to Zeph, and I'm, hey, dude, how's it going? You know, blah, blah. I think he was the director of physical education for the district. Okay. And, you know, I just chop it up with him. You know, how's it going? How you doing? Cool. Well, one of the days I walk in with, I think I was wearing a Raider jersey, a Raider T-shirt, and they're like, hey, you're a Raider fan, right? I was like, yes. Yeah. And he's like, did you know that Zeph was a Raider? And in my mind, I heard, did you know he was a Raider fan? And I was like, oh, yeah, that's great. And then she's like, yeah, he played when they were in L.A. And I was like, well, wait a minute, he was a player? He's like, yeah. So I went over to him like, Zeph, you were a Raider? Like, yeah, I played and this and that. He played with Tim Brown, with who else? I think it was the Marinovich era.
I don't remember him. I mean, I was a kid back then, but I don't remember him.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, if you were a Raider, let me get an autographed pictures. Like, what do you want a picture of me? And I was like, bro, once a Raider, always a Raider. You know, it's definitely, you know, you're always going to be part of the Raider Nation no matter what. And, you know, I posted up there, and he's like, thanks for the support, my brother. And, you know, I still try to keep in contact with him whenever I can.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah, very small world, man. Hey, so what'd you think about the whole cigar experience with us today?
It was cool, man. It was really, really cool. Like I said, I had been wanting to go to one. I went to one time. It wasn't that great of an experience. I almost felt like I didn't fit in because I didn't know what I was doing. Right. But being there with you guys was really cool. It was dope. Being able to see the different cigars, you know, learning from you guys, and being in the little lounge, the little members only area. It's pretty dope. So I'm definitely gonna go back. I want to tell my brother, tell my homie when he comes down. Yeah,
maybe we can go catch a Dodger game there.
Yeah, Dodger game, or when the play-in starts, you know, maybe if the Lakers who knows.
Well, hopefully, man. Hopefully.
Yeah.
You know, there's still what, a slight chance, right?
Slight chance, yeah.
Yeah. You know, but you know, whatever it is, but it's definitely a very good time to go hang out there, smoke a cigar. Like I was telling you, you could order some food and just chop it up with all types of people, all types of fandoms from different sports, you know, especially Raider fans, of course.
Yeah, that was cool, especially how you said he used to call Black Hole Bowl.
Yeah, it was the Black Hole at Bose.
At Bose, there you go.
Yeah, we actually had to change it because the original name that we came up with was Bose Black Hole, right? Yes.
I would have been like, whoa.
Well, that's exactly what he did, right? So it was like about, I want to say like 24 of us Raider fans that would go there and watch the Raider games, right? So I asked Bo, I'm like, hey man, do you mind if we put up a sign that, you know, signifies that, you know, we are part of the Raider Nation? He's like, yeah, dude, go for it. So I made a sign that said Bo's Black Hole. and I posted it up, and I'm like, check it out, Bo. What do you think of the sign? And he reads it. He's like, oh, that's cool. He takes 3 steps, stops, turns around, and he's like, what does that say? And I was like, and immediately when I saw his facial reaction, I was like, oh my God, I got it at that moment. I'm like, I'm sorry, Bo. I apologize. So I took it down. The following week, I put the black hole at Bo's. And he's like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. I will definitely keep that up. But that's man. Funny, dude. Yeah, and this was maybe like 6-7 years ago, and to this day he still talks about it. Anytime a Raider fan comes in, he still tells a story. Can you believe what these guys did? They put Bo's black hole.
Oh yeah, I would tell it too. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man. It was hilarious. It was hilarious.
Oh my God. Well, when you said that, it was just that's what you guys called it, but like referencing the black hole in Oakland, right?
The black hole, correct? Yeah, because a lot of us couldn't make it to games in Oakland or in Vegas, so we would just hang out there, and because it was all blacked out because everybody was wearing their Raider gear, we called it the black hole at Bo's.
So
yeah, so it was a lot of fun, man. It was definitely a lot of fun.
Raymond Solis, what's up, brother? Hey, how's it doing? SoCal Sal, my dude. Salute that real dub Raider. He says you have one with OJ too, bro. Is that true?
What's that?
MC Raider says you got a picture back there with OJ.
Nope, nothing there.
We Raider, what's up, bro? Thank you for stopping by. Raider Paul. Man, I don't know why this dude hates the Dodgers so much. I guess the Raider needs to chill. He's an LA boy.
Yeah. Well, I tried talking to him, telling him, hey, man, we need to support all the LA teams. And he's like, nope, not baseball.
Well, okay. So you bring that up. To me, that's a city thing. You think about it. We don't support the LA football teams.
Well, if I wasn't, well, technically, now that I think about it, I am, and I did.
Well, because, they were the Raiders,
yeah, they were the Los Angeles Raiders. That's when I became a fan. So that I guess in my mind it still stands as following my LA team that went to Oakland and now to Las Vegas.
Okay.
But am I going to support Chargers? Hell no. Am I going to support the Rams? No.
No.
Not even on a cold day in hell, man.
Yeah.
Never. It's Raiders or nothing.
My boy Randy, what's up, brother? Raiders. And then we Raider says, I go to Dodger games for the food.
You know what? I used to go for the Dodger dogs, but after freaking Foster Farms contract got canceled, they don't taste the same, bro.
Right?
They don't taste the same.
No.
I
But we were talking earlier about the team, about so far what we've done, things of that nature. So based on like what you've seen, been following some of the moves we made right now, what would you say are like the teams? What are the major needs?
Well, obviously, the popular choice is the quarterback. Because not a lot of people have a lot of confidence in AOC. But he didn't. He got pushed into the fire, so he didn't do too bad for the situation he found himself in.
Okay.
So like AP said, we got to give homeboy a chance, at least to try. And we already have a Minshew as backup.
Right.
Do we pull the trigger and try and go for a star quarterback? Definitely. Because we need that future quarterback for the next decade. To be there, to be our leader for our team.
You don't think Aiden O'Connell can do that?
I don't know. That's the thing. Okay. It can be. It could be a possibility. Because he did show a lot of heart, but with the way the league is now, where it's more about that mobile quarterback, the one that runs out of the pocket and does all those like nifty no look passes, and I don't want to say his name, but you know who I'm talking about. If everybody's emulating that, that's I guess like the popular choice. You know, the whole pocket presence quarterback. It's they feel it's yeah, it is. Yeah. And then after obviously the quarterback, linebackers, definitely definitely the linebacking core, man. Because you know, we got the defensive end, we got the defensive tackle, but we need something in the middle, and then obviously solidify the cornerbacks, all the DBs as well. You know, because if there's enough rush to keep the quarterback on his toes, you know, we really don't have to worry about the back end. But in that slight occasion, when the quarterback does have the time to throw the ball deep, we need to have those speedy runners out there blocking and intercepting the balls.
All right. So you agree with what most say about a quarterback, right?
Right.
Like that. That's funny. My boy Randy, he's a big AOC supporter, bro. AOC got me as a believer. He showed more than heart, in my opinion. And I get that. We talked about that on Sunday. You said you tuned in on Sunday when we did the Raiders Syndicate show. One of the things that somebody brought up was that they would want to see, and I saw it in the AP interview. They recently had a little interview with AP right now that they're doing the NFL owners meetings or whatever.
Right.
And so they had an interview with him, and he did say that that's what he would want to see more out of AOC was that leadership role.
Definitely.
You know? Yeah.
Definitely.
I think he even mentioned about nobody follows like how did he say it? Like a church mouse or anything like that?
Right.
Be more vocal out on the field.
There needs to be a presence. You know, he needs to command the attention of his players. But you know, again, it was his first year. He was put in a difficult situation. You know, he's barely coming into his own as a professional.
Yeah.
You know, so I truly believe that he should be given the opportunity next upcoming season to show what he has. And then if it doesn't work out then you know what? At least we tried. But we have that backup. You know, we have Minshew sitting there, and then we have our hopefully quarterback of the future sitting behind him.
Right.
Because do you think, like, let's say, hypothetically speaking, we do get one of the top three, and do you think whatever quarterback we choose should start immediately, or he should sit?
Okay, this is where we get into debate, and I think this is where it gets who's older and who's younger. Based on what we have now, O'Connell playing last year, AP having faith in him. Right. I'm with the notion that Minshew's like that insurance policy. You know,
correct.
If something happens to Aiden or whatever, he can't get it done. He struggles. Minshew can come in. He's done in his career. Is that type of role. Now if we trade in, go for one of the top three, you know, trade in the farm or whatever. There is that expectation that this can happen.
Right.
But to me, having O'Connell and Minshew doesn't force you to.
Right.
And I would be okay with that. A lot of people think that because you draft him so high, you got to throw him in there and see what you have. And I get they're going to compete. And if they see that he has it, if he's showing more than them, then okay, put him in there. But I'm not saying you forced to throw him in there either.
Right.
That's the good thing we have about having a quarterback like O'Connell on his rookie contract still. And then you have Minshew who came in as that backup. And then if you do with whoever the rookie is, that gives him time to learn, to adapt. If you think about with O'Connell, he did get better throughout the season, throughout the year. And that's because you experience the speed of the game and all that starts to come to you and you adjust to it. So I think the rookie, whoever that is, sitting behind these two, will be able to see and hopefully learn from that. You know what I mean?
Definitely. No, and another thing I think that the Raider organization needs to put faith in this kid, you know, because he stepped up when he was most needed. Because Garoppolo was crap. You know, he didn't do anything for us. And this kid's sitting on the bench with this book. He's like, "Oh wait, who, me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go out there." And you know, he stumbled at the beginning, rightfully so. He's new to the game at this level, but progressively he got better and better. Right. So, and then like AP also mentioned, what if he has a full preseason, a full off season to train, practice, learn everything? You know, what's going to happen then? Maybe he's going to be the one.
Right. Maybe he'll end up being the one that way, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. What up, Chona?
What up, dog? What up?
What
You
up,
hear me?
man? What up? You remember Walter?
Yeah, I remember.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up, man? How we doing? We're good.
Chilling.
Yeah.
I had a little issue with
We're just going over the with the quarterback situation, dog. What it's looking like, what we think, things like that. Yeah.
the QB situation.
Yeah. Well, because I know it'll get on here, and then like people, I've gone on here and I said I don't have faith in O'Connell, but not to the point where I don't believe in him. I just don't see him as the future, right? Can he get it done? Possibly. Can he get better? I don't doubt it. If he does, I'll be happy. But then at the same time, I don't want to pass up on my opportunity to get another quarterback because I feel that we did that so long not having a plan.
Right.
That when we lost Derek and Jimmy was brought in, we didn't have no other plan. It's kind of like we were stuck with like, what do we do now? You know? Yeah. And I don't want
What are you talking about? Now we had Hoyer.
Oh shit!
Really?
I'm just kidding. I'm talking shit.
But remember back in the day when they picked up oh god, it just slipped my mind. Fuck. Shit, I'm not wearing my glasses. Hold up.
You know what I was tripping out? I was on Pittsburgh. How Pittsburgh ended up swooping up on Fields and what they gave up for Fields.
Right.
Like, we could have done that for Fields.
True, but then again, like he had to have wanted to come here. Like when you read about it after, like they did have other offers, but they did right by Fields by sending him to where he wanted to go.
And then also didn't he have bad blood with the offensive coordinator from the Bears, which is now our offensive coordinator? I wouldn't want to do that. Oh, like I was trying to mention, I had forgotten his name, Rich Gannon. Remember when Rich Gannon was first brought into the Raiders? Everybody was like, "Oh, he's washed up. He's nothing. He's a freaking statue." Blah blah blah. And look what he did. Yeah, Aiden O'Connell's younger, but they're kind of similar in their style of play. But giving the opportunity, Gannon took it. Right. So I believe AOC should be given that opportunity. Again, worst case scenario, if we do get a star quarterback, he sits for a year or two, learns the league, learns how to play with the team, and then he's brought in. Not just put into the fire day one and say produce.
That's what Walter was saying, Chana. Would you be cool, say if we did move up and got Daniels, that Daniels would sit that first year and not play? Or do you think because we traded so much to get him that you would
I think when you trade up for a guy like that, he's got to almost play. That's the way I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like if you trade up to get someone, if you give up to get someone, I think he's got to almost start. But AP's already said it's got to go through O'Connell either way.
Right. Yeah, because to me the future of a starting quarterback or star quarterback, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Yeah. You know, you're looking at the longevity of his career with the team. And unfortunately, there's been a lot of situations with other teams where they put a young rookie quarterback in, and usually, you know, where do the best quarterbacks go? To the worst teams.
Right.
You know, they either have a horrible line, they're just the worst of the worst. And what happens? They tear them up. And
that's what happened to Bryce Young.
It affects their confidence. You know, they're demoralized. And that's something that if we're going to spend so much money on a young quarterback, I would want him to kind of like test the waters nice and slow, you know, get a couple of games in there, get some preseason games in there. And then when we need him, he'll be ready.
Yeah. That's the ideal situation.
Mm-hmm. And I believe we have that opportunity right now, being that we're going to be somewhat stacked with average to above average quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So Randy has a question. He says, let me ask three of you a question, right? What's going to be said about AP and the GM if they draft the quarterback at 13, right, where we are now, or if we draft one in the second round at 44, and AOC beats the rookie to become quarterback one, how will the fan base handle it? So say right now
we're gonna complain like we always do,
like Knicks.
We're gonna complain like we always do.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's exactly what
that's
we
true. That is
true.
true.
We're gonna complain. Oh, we should have never drafted a quarterback. It's just what we do.
Well, we'll see, Leo. Like you mentioned earlier and yesterday, it's all going to depend on the age range.
Mm-hmm.
The older fans are going to be, I believe, cool with it because I'd be cool with it.
Give the younger guy time, and
but the younger fans would be like, hell no, put that fool in.
you know what it is? It's we're going to draft a quarterback. AOC is going to beat him out, and then whoever drafted right after us is going to get a stud fucking defensive back, and we're going to be like, we could have
got him, right?
Oh, like we've been doing all these years for our drafts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Exactly what we're going to do.
And that's another important point that you're making is for many years, our draft hasn't been the best. Outside of Josh Jacobs, there's maybe been a couple of
that year.
What's that?
I think it was that year though, that draft year, because it was like Jacobs, it was like Mac.
2020.
Like that 2020 draft was actually not bad.
Yeah.
We traded them all of them away.
Yeah, but as far as like the number one draft picks, we've been missing pretty bad. So, for many years, I would always get excited about the draft and there's a potential or possibility of getting such player from this college. Oh, that's great. And then we draft guys, and I'd get all hyped up, and then they'd hit the field, and it's like, damn, here we go again.
But it's funny, Leo Linus, you said that one time. It's like, well, I'd rather just trade for someone and give up the draft pick since we
right.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what was it? 2 years ago, our number one draft pick was the best draft pick we've had.
Yeah.
Who was it?
That was Devontae.
Devontae Adams, baby. Best number one draft pick ever.
Mm-hmm.
But see, so it's kind of hard to choose. Like I sit here, like yesterday, Leo, I was watching your show and hearing all the conversations that you guys were having about bringing in new guys, and I was getting excited. I'm like, oh yeah, that guy'd be cool. Oh, this quarterback, this linebacker, this and that. But then I reverted back to thinking, but what has happened in the past? And like, you know what? Let me just wait. The proof is in the pudding. Listening to all the hype that all these guys that get paid hundreds of thousands, not millions of dollars, to talk about football say. It doesn't mean anything to me anymore.
Right.
It just doesn't, because until they hit the field, that's when we know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We never know what we're gonna get out of them. You never know how they're gonna act.
Well, see, and that's the thing. Even with trading away our picks, right? People say you need them. I was looking at this thing and I saw it. So the Rams, right? This is their record since 2017, right? With the lowest amount of first round picks, 0. They've been 43-21.
Wow.
The Raiders, on the other hand, who have had a league high of 7 first-round picks since 2017, have been 25-39.
Almost the opposite.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how many draft picks you have or this and that, but it's how you're using them and how they're being taken to the right player, the right fit, the right system. And that's where I think we've been messing up.
Yes.
For so long. And that's why we're where we're at. You know what I mean? And then you think, too, coaching is huge. Our fucking last coach was a dumbass. He may have been this great coordinator in New England and this, and that. But when it came to being a head coach, he was horrible. And
he's always been. Always been.
Yeah.
Always been. I won't take anything away from him from being an offensive coordinator. He did a lot of great things in New England. But what happened with Denver? Burned him to the ground. Right. And then what did he do for Indy? He said yes, nah, maybe not. And then and then he comes to us, and then he turns everything upside down.
Yeah,
makes all the players not want to play.
Right.
How the hell do you not want to play a game that pays you so much money and you have fun out there?
Right.
And you made this whole group of men not want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, that's horrible, man. That is horrible.
And some guys just aren't meant to be head coaches.
Right?
They're not.
Some guys aren't.
Staff they bring, you know, like you got to develop these players. Yeah. It's one thing to draft them to have the talent, all the skills, but if you don't have the coaching staff or you're the coach themselves to develop these guys, then you wonder why they leave, and some of them go and have success once they leave us.
Right.
You know,
unfortunately, or fortunately for us, the majority of the number one draft picks in recent years that have left us haven't really been doing very well. So it's not that bad. You know, right. So but that shows that we've been picking bad players at bad times in the past.
Oh, definitely. You
know, and where does that come from? It comes from our leadership. It comes from our GM, and it comes from our coach.
The scouting department.
Department. But even with the scouting, say they scouted the guy, he had the talent, but it's still up to the coaches to develop these folks.
Right. Yeah, because think about this. When a player is in college, you have what I call the 3 tiers of football players, right? You have the players that are there for scholarship to get their education, and that's all they're using their scholarship for is to get a free ride, and then they're out. You have the medium tier players, which show potential to probably be picked up as a free agent or an undrafted free agent, and then you have the star players, right?
Right.
So you have all these 3 players playing in college at the same time. So when they get to the NFL, you have the elite of the elite. You have the 1% of all football players. So now the guys that excelled in college, when they get to the pros, it's like, holy crap, I don't have Johnny's scholarship covering me here. This guy's fast. This guy, and then the years of experience behind that as a pro, so it's a big difference. So I personally believe that you can't say that a player is going to be as good as he was in college in the pros. Right. Unless he is that 1%, like
that one that you're like, that dude is for sure.
Yes,
like
and
Peyton Manning type, number 1 pick type.
Exactly. These guys proved it from day one. I think it was even in high school or in Pop Warner. They showed that it factor, and it carried them through their whole career.
Yeah,
and sometimes we base too much on the fact that, they had a really good season or 2 in college, and then they get to the pros, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute, this game's a lot faster than I thought. They're a lot smarter. They anticipate us way more than they did in college.
Yeah, he got those rookie woes. What's his name had him last year? Jacorian Bennett. He was the big talking camp. He started off good, but then you saw those moments where he relied too much on his speed, and he got capped with his hand in the cookie jar.
He's like, oh shit,
rookie problems.
It happens. It happens every year, man.
Yeah, it does. Randy said, I've been a fan for 47 years, and to me, the Raiders have been pretty awful in the first round. And that's true. That is so
that's
true.
Real true. That's really true.
Yeah.
Like I can remember.
Yeah. Like I was checking out tape on Tyree Wilson his first couple of games.
Yeah.
When he'd get off the line, Crosby was already halfway to the quarterback.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Chris
what
was talking about that tape.
Hell?
It was Warren Sapp who broke that down, right?
Yeah, he did. And I was like, dude, he is so slow.
Yeah.
He is, but again, what do you expect from a college player? Yes, he excelled in college. He was playing against those mediocre or lower end football players. But now he's playing against the best of the best. So there's definitely going to be growing pains, and I believe that Tyree next season he's definitely going to be better because he ended the season pretty strong. He showed a lot of progress from his slow ass start.
Well, it's funny because with Wilson,
with the coaching change.
What's that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And with Wilson, remember we talked about it with Wilson. We was like, he's gonna have to find something else besides that bull rush. That bull rush isn't gonna work.
When you get to the NFL,
I said it from the very beginning. I was like, that's not gonna work.
Yeah,
that's not gonna work with everybody.
Yeah, no,
you know it's not. He's got to get faster. He's got to get stronger. It's not gonna work. You're not gonna toss these guys around like you did.
Right. So Leo, what do you think? Besides the quarterback position, what do you think is the next position that needs to be solidified?
For me, and I think it's even more to me bigger this year is the offensive line
protection
on the right side, especially on the right side right now. Like right now, we got Colton, Parham. We re-signed James, so the middle, the left side's good. Right now at right guard, question mark. Right tackle, Jermaine Luminor, he left, he moved on. Obviously, the Raiders felt that Mumford could take over. We got Dalton Wagner as his backup, but then those are question marks. Those are based on, we're hoping they can fill that role. And if we're rocking with the quarterbacks we are right now, those tackles are your two most important parts on that offensive line. You got Miller on one side, which is cool, but then now we're hoping that Mumford can fill that part. And with this draft being so big on tackles, like I would like for us to take one of those dudes and solidify that spot right now with that draft,
But like in the first pick, if we don't get a quarterback, or second, third round.
Like me at 13, I would like one of those tackles. Like Fuaga would be one of them. Obviously we wouldn't be able to get the dude from Notre Dame, Joe Alt. That would be freaking amazing, but that's probably going to go higher than what I thought. But to me right now, I want to fix, especially when you go off what AP wants to build, which is a bully, and that's how you build a bully, is in the trenches. You got to build a bully in the trenches. So to me, like that, other than the quarterback, to me the most important need right now would be that, whether it's we fill the guard through free agency. There's a couple of dudes out there still, but that right tackle position to me is huge. But I mean, there's people out there. Rundown was talking about it. Shout out to Rundown. He has faith in Mumford. That Mumford would be able to solidify that spot, and I'm hoping he's right.
That'll be good.
We definitely need that Art Shell, Gene Upshaw combo again, man. Get that offensive line to protect, to knock those fools on their ass.
That O line needs to get better, a lot better.
Yeah, I think especially talking about with Tyree. Go ahead, John.
No, especially with if you have AOC, who's not very mobile. You definitely got to give him time. You got to give him time
with the pocket.
Got to give him time to throw.
Right.
Got to give him time to throw. And, when you watch some of the games that he had, when he had the time to throw, he wasn't bad. When he had the time to throw, you get him outside. When you got him moving around, he made a lot of mistakes. But when you give him the time to throw, he actually did. He did very well.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I remember the Miami game. He had that one really good throw to Tay. That deep touchdown.
Yeah.
The San Diego game, the Charger game, he was really good.
Oh
yeah. Last time we went to that Bronco game, he was good in that.
He was on it.
Yes,
he was on it. Like he threw some great balls too. Like
yeah,
give him the time, he put it right there.
Yeah.
So I was like, you got to give him time. If he's going to be your quarterback, you got to give him time.
Right.
Yeah, and by what AP is showing, he's going to have faith in the kid. So definitely got to give him that protection.
Right. Then you mentioned AP. Randy's like, Hugh Jackson put together one of the best coaching staffs in decades for the Raiders. Let's hope this staff with AP will get even better. I hope so. I hope he brought in the right dudes. I know there was a big question mark as far as the offensive coordinator after the whole Cliff drama. Then we ended up with Luke Getsy. So we'll see what happens when it comes to that. But as far as the coaching staff, how do you guys feel? You guys feel confident in it? I know we still kept PG, which is huge, right? So we kept him. But as far as the coaching staff and the offensive coordinator, are you guys comfortable? You cool with it?
Well, I'm personally cool. I'm cool with it till I'm not. Right? Because again, we're like 3-4 months till preseason. We're right now, everything is up in the air, everything's on paper. Nothing is for certain. We will see once the players hit the field. See how they progress, see how the team gels, because obviously if the coaches aren't doing their job, if they're irking the players, if there's they don't have that compatibility, we will see it. Right. But what one coach did in another team to what he's going to do with the Raiders, we don't know. Yeah. Because it's a different team, different players, different schemes. Everything is different. Yeah, different philosophy, exactly. And then now that AP, he is going to be the head coach. He's not going to be the offensive or defensive coordinator.
Right.
He is just the leader of the team.
That interim title is gone now. You know.
Yeah, I mean? Exactly. So now it's up to the offensive and defensive coordinators alone to make sure that our team stands out and does what they have to do during the season.
Yeah. I know when it comes to the offensive coordinator, people have asked me how I feel. And I'm like, I can't tell you because I haven't seen the offense on the field yet. Until like it's week 1, week 2. And if I see the same start like last year, then I'm going to be mad. Then I'm going to be wondering what the hell's going on.
Right.
If they need to make a change or what the heck is going on with the offense if we're still struggling like we did last year,
Well, yeah, because like McDaniels, it was like watching a freaking soap opera and shit. it was like, okay, we're going to do play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, but it's not working. So what? This is the way I laid it out. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And
if you guys do it right, it's going to work.
It would progressively get worse. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, dude, switch it up.
The thing with that is the guys have to buy into that philosophy.
Right. And they weren't.
They did it.
They weren't, no. And see, and that's sadly one thing that I definitely have to commend the Chiefs is that come halftime, if something wasn't working, they switched it up.
Right, they adjusted.
They adjusted to the gameplay. And the thing is with McDumbass,
we never did that.
Never did it, dude. Never did it. And then
when we lost games, we were winning.
Exactly. How is that possible?
Remember, it was how many games we lost?
Like 6.
It was horrible.
7 games?
It was like
that was
6, 7 games or something like that. I was like, what the hell's going on?
I would have my best friend text me. He's a Bears fan, right? He lives in Northern California. He's like, man, bro, your Raiders are looking really good. I'm like, give it a minute. And he's like, what are you saying? I'm like, watch. Our coach is going to ruin it. And lo and behold, have a nice lead, go into that prevent offense, as I like to call it, and it was done.
Yeah. See, Turf has a good point to what we were talking about with coaches. He's like, this is why Chad Johnson never made it in New England. He said it himself. He couldn't grasp the offense. It was too difficult for him, and they couldn't even play him like both wanted to. So the coaching part is huge to me.
It is.
How do you utilize what you have? You don't force players to do what they're not used to. To me, that's one of the things why Renfro's downfall. He wasn't
they stopped using him
to his abilities.
Exactly.
Kind of him to play into the system.
Yeah.
As opposed to using what he was good at.
See, personally, I think if I was a coach, I'd see what I'm working with. What kind of wide receivers, running backs, defensive line, offensive line, and then play to their strengths. Mm-hmm. And go that way until you're able to create your team. But if this is what you've inherited, then do what you can with what you got.
Yep.
But no, they want to be like, no, this is my team now, and it's going to be my way or the highway. And
right, I didn't like that part.
Yeah, you lose the freaking players that way, man.
Mm-hmm. You definitely lost.
Yeah, you definitely do.
That's why
he lost them early too.
Mm-hmm.
That Netflix, how last year was the quarterback, so this season it's called the wide receivers.
Wide receivers
with
Devontae Adams is going to be in it.
You know what?
I'm curious to see that first part of it.
I'm scared.
McDaniels.
I'm scared because it's giving me flashbacks of the HBO one. Remember when we were on there?
Hard Knocks.
The Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
That shit was horrible, man. I was pissed. I'm like, oh god.
That was where I learned about Max Crosby.
How he was. Oh yeah, with his hand.
Pass put on him, and then he played. Josh Jacobs was his rookie year, and then Abrams. It was another one. They were like the cool little bromance cowboy thing they had going on.
Yeah, man.
But the AB fiasco was crazy in that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The Antonio Brown.
Yeah,
dude. Oh,
and see, a lot of the times, I believe that obviously AB was crazy. But a lot of the times these networks try to instill negativity for ratings.
Oh God, yeah, they got
for ratings. So that's what I'm afraid of, and that's why I believe after the quarterback show last season, a lot of teams and a lot of players were kind of hesitant to wanting to be on there because they know that a lot of that stuff happens behind the scenes with the like production or whatever. They make it seem one way when it's truly not that way. Yeah. So I hope it's not that way with this season.
Yeah, especially with Tay. I remember there were a bunch of fans too that were like, he don't want to be here. He wants to be traded because remember he would be upset after losing and stuff like that. So it'd be. I want to see like what his actual feelings or reactions were during that time. Yeah. But
then he's only going to give like 40% of what he's actually feeling and saying because there's that level of professionalism that he has to portray as a professional NFL player. So he's only going to say X amount of stuff, and because they're not free to do anything anymore, man. Yeah. They're really strongly regulated. They can. That's why I love fucking Chad Johnson because that boy talked and he didn't care. Terrell Owens, he did not care. He get on my nerves sometimes, but the thing is, he was true. He was himself, and sometimes that I think that's what these players need to be. Yeah. But we'll see.
Eric Raider says, I bet AP is hoping they hype JJ up high enough to get picked before Jaden Daniels so he has a chance. Man, I've been seeing that more and more. More like the media about how JJ McCarthy is getting higher and higher.
Yeah.
Maybe Washington wants him at number 2. I'm like, let's hype this dude up, man, because
JJ's projected second round, no?
Who?
JJ
McCarthy?
Yeah.
No, he's first round now.
He's a late first rounder.
So he's like top. He's like the top 4 or 3 quarterback now.
Who am I confusing him with? Because there's another quarterback.
Michael Penix Jr.
Oh, Penix. There you go.
Penix. Yeah, you're
Penix. Yeah. They were talking about him, and then also I don't know if you saw the reports on the USC
wide receiver
pro day.
Yeah.
That College dad was talking about that. Oh, they're still not sure about going to the Bears for number 1. Yeah. So I'm thinking, okay, well, what does that mean? Because they're obviously they're putting the dirt out there.
Yeah.
Does this mean that they're going to do a Manning, Eli Manning situation?
Eli Manning.
Be like, nope, I'm not going to the Chargers. I want to go to the Giants. Are they going to do the same thing?
Right.
And then are we one of those teams? Because he's mentioned that Raiders are one of the teams that Caleb would want to play for.
Oh yeah, you think about the market and all that stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he would still have to be picked by the Bears and then traded because he won't. He has to get that number 1 pick money.
Right. Oh, definitely.
So you're still gonna have to figure out a way to trade him, and give up a shitload to get him whoever goes.
So let me ask you guys if that scenario actually played out, would you guys want to get Caleb?
Oh no, we're Notre Dame fans, bro. You're asking the wrong 2 right here. No.
I'm not taking that guy.
No, not that gamble. You know what?
Really? Do you know what?
Did he throw a 2022 season? I would have said yes. But after the 2023 season, I'm cool.
Yeah, he was a little off. A little off of his game.
What would you say, Chona?
No, I don't know. No. Did he throw at Pro Day?
Yeah.
Did he actually throw? Because I know he didn't throw. Either were like, I'm not throwing at the combine.
No, he threw at Pro Day.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Yeah. I was wondering. I was like, because they were talking about that, but I don't know. I'm not really a big. I'm not a big fan.
Rice. Yeah.
It is funny because I'm a big Notre Dame fan, but when it comes to drafting, I'll keep it a little. But I don't know. He doesn't convince me to be that top pick like that.
And what makes him the highest sought after quarterback? Because I haven't really been keeping up with college ball ever since I had my kid.
Because
because my wife told me something's got to give. It's either going to be Raiders football or USC football, and I was like, "Bye, Trojans." So I don't follow college that much anymore.
I'm not giving up either one. Those are two different days. That's Saturday and Sunday. We can figure this out.
I think what makes Caleb and Jaden Daniels so dynamic and special is people always like to look for the next Mahomes, right?
Of course.
Now, I'm not saying they are, but based on some of the plays they made while they were in college, especially Caleb, they were very Mahomes-like plays,
right,
at the college level, you know? So they're hoping that would translate. Like, say what you want about him being a diva or you think he's going to be a bust. When it came down to his play, especially in 2022, that kid was balling.
Yeah, he was balling in 22.
Balling, bro. He was making some miraculous throws. Like, it was unreal. Like, and it was Mahomes type plays. But then again, like I always said, like, you're never going to find another dude like him.
Right.
But that's the whole hype between him or even Jaden Daniels. If you want to look for like a Jaden Daniels game that'll make you be like, oh, damn, watch the game against Florida State when he goes against Jordan Travis. Those two going at it in a game was amazing, bro. That Florida State LSU game. So
it was an offensive fight.
Both years.
Yeah, both years.
Both years.
Yeah, there were great games where you could see it. To me, it's sad that Jordan Travis got hurt because if not, he would be part of the conversation.
Right, he broke a ankle, or was it? Or
I'm not sure what it was.
I can't remember exactly what the injury was, but yeah.
Yeah, I thought I heard about that. But then again, you know, it goes back to what I mentioned earlier. You're playing against average, below average, and elite players on the college level.
Yeah.
So, but then when it comes to the pros, it's all elite, and you hope that it translates, or that transfers over from the college play to the pro field, and it shows that they are that player that everybody thought they would be.
Oh yeah.
I think a lot of these guys sometimes are also system guys, so it just depends. They're in the right system based off their stuff. Because look at CJ Stroud out in Ohio State, and you had Bryce Young in Alabama,
right?
You know, and Bryce Young looked, you know, great in Alabama.
Yeah, definitely.
You put him in a different, you know, you threw him out there with the Panthers. It was a whole different story.
and see again, that's where my dilemma with picking the best available player against picking need. I don't understand that. When you know, like, let's say for example, in this situation, the need is of an elite quarterback. You know, why do you pick a quarterback that doesn't fit your scheme?
Right.
Why don't you pick a player that's gonna be good but fit your scheme as well?
Right.
You know, I don't understand that thought process.
And you bring up a good point, and it's something that I think people will always debate when it comes to the draft. A lot of Raider fans are like, we need a quarterback because we need a future, our division, this, and that, right? Then there's some of us, well, we need to address our need. Like I pointed out, the
offensive line, yeah.
So to me, it would be a tackle, right? Others are like, you take the best player available, whether that fits what you need or not, because that's the best player. You don't want to miss out on a type player or whatever. But that's all we say. But to us, it's like, what are the Raiders and their scouting and their board? What does it look like? And what are they practicing? You know,
right?
It's like Randy was saying earlier. It's all speculation, and it really is.
Right, it is.
I'll sit here and say like, well, if he and Jaden are boys, and there's no way he's not coming here, and this, and that. But until draft day happens, you know, you never know. And then, of course, it's like, well, you have to pick this dude in the first round. It has to be a starter. It has to be a starter. You know, if you pick him in the first round. Look at what happened with Tyree. A lot of us were, you got to be patient. He was hurt. No, fuck that. He's a first round pick. That dude's got to start, and he's got to start playing right away.
Yeah, but look at what happened with Aaron Rodgers when they picked him up. He sat for how many years?
Yeah, but he got to sit behind Brett Favre.
Right, but still,
that's different though.
Yeah, it's
because
not like
he was picking the late round, and Brett Favre was still playing. And that's one thing that Green Bay has done well with their quarterbacks. Because they had Jordan Love for a while behind.
Behind Aaron Rodgers. Yeah.
But you got to find the guy that's willing to sit there too, because a lot of you guys aren't willing to sit.
Well, yeah, because they want to start day one.
Yeah, they want to play. So that's another thing.
But that's why you have the coaches and the GMs that actually run the team, and are the ones that have to show that leadership of who runs the team and for the betterment of the team. Right. It's not for the betterment of the position of the player. It's for the betterment of the team.
But the player's mentality comes into play with that.
Right.
That's the biggest key is the player's mentality.
Yeah.
You have Rodgers who was willing to sit behind and wait his turn compared to someone else who's going to leave. Because the contract's only 4 years, 3 years.
Right. No, I understand. If
3-4, then you got the 5th year option. Yeah.
If you sit behind a player like Brett Favre, of course you're going to want to sit there and learn everything you can from him before you get out there. But if you're sitting behind Garoppolo, you're going to be like, Coach, put me in. I'm needed out there. And
which brings to like what Rundown says. Like I get what he's saying. Like it's not like our rookie's going to sit behind a Favre, Aaron Rodgers type player. He's only sitting behind AOC or Minshew. So if rookie, if our first round quarterback can't beat these dudes, like should he have been our first round pick?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, that's a good point.
People are chiming in on the Caleb thing. Randy says, no. Williams got too many red flags. And then We Raider says that Caleb fell off because Cliff Kingsbury went to USC last year. Big Daddy, what's up, Big Daddy? Big Daddy. What's up, Amelia? AP vibe is all over this team. Top 10 porno nasty defense already. A better QB room. Tommy T is quiet, cerebral GM who picks always ballers. Our best days are in front of us, familia. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See?
Yeah.
See?
Talasco does have some good picks, man.
Yes, he does.
Let's just hope it translates this way.
Yes, sir. And you know what? The way I see it, at the end of the day, win, lose, or tie, we're still Raider Nation, baby.
Yeah.
And
I get it. Fans are impatient. They want us to win, but I think my frustration when it comes to the nation.
You know what it is? We've just been losing for so long.
Yes.
We've been around for those times. You know what I mean?
It's just what it is. It's like, dang, can we get a playoff win? It's frustration.
Had you moved to Vegas or not yet? The playoff run, or were you just barely moving over there?
I was just barely moving over here.
It was barely. So it was that year, and my nephews really got into Raider football with us, Walter. Mm-hmm. So we go to this place called Pizza Cup. Okay. So they're brand new Raider fans. One's a teenager, the other one's little. So
yeah, because I was at the Pizza Cup for that Bengals game.
Yeah. So that year, playoff run year that we made, that was their first year of Raider football. So they expected that every year.
I'm like, no, son.
Yeah.
No.
I was like, ooh, kids, I got ooh.
Yeah. No, and I definitely feel you because I've been a Raider fan since they were here in LA. Like I was telling you, Leo, I got to go to the last game against LA Raiders against Kansas City Chiefs. Saw Joe Montana quarterbacking for KC. Saw Marcus Allen on the other side of the field. It was definitely a heart-wrenching game, but it is what it is, win, lose, or tie. That's always going to be the mentality. And that's what I tell myself at night when I'm crying myself to sleep on a Sunday after watching the Raiders lose. I'm like, you know what? Raider fan through and through, no matter what. But yes, we definitely need to see some change. Yeah. We definitely see some change. We definitely see some progression. There was a couple of years there before Derek Carr got hurt that it was looking that way. And then he got hurt, came back.
2016 year.
He wasn't the same.
Yeah.
He was not the same. And that hurt, man. That hurt so much. It hurt so much. And then Chucky came in, got rid of Mac, just started throwing everybody away. And those Mac decisions. Yeah, those decisions were man, they were confusing. They're like, what the hell are you doing, dude? But again, it goes back to Leo, what you were mentioning about, trying to implement their style of play and these players not fitting. Why not fit these players in because they're already progressing, doing positive things for the team, and then building on that.
Which I think to me, that's what Telesco and AP are doing this year. You know,
Definitely. Yeah, because they said it's not a rebuilding year.
So mad that we haven't signed everybody and their mama, and we got $28 million left. You know, to them it's like, why aren't we spending it?
Because there's still a lot of time.
He's being patient.
Yeah,
he's being
patience is a virtue.
And it's a smart move money wise sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you wait, it's like, okay, no one's really offering you anything. I can give you this.
No, and then you know when once the draft goes by, you got the undrafted free agents, and then some teams drop some players in order to pick up other players. Yeah, you know, so there's still a lot of movement that happens after the draft. Right. You know, so it's best to have some pocket change to offer some of these guys to fill the need positions and the backups than just, you know, give them the bank to 2-3 players now, and then we're sitting there be like, damn, we're still weak at linebacker, we're still weak at offensive line, we're still weak here. You know, we still have plenty of time and plenty of players out there that we can still pick up.
Right. Okay. So I want to ask you guys something. I talked about this with Chris on his show on Friday, on Fan Talk Friday, but I wanted to bring it up because to me, it's I've been seeing this more and more lately, and I think it's because the draft is coming up. So you get a lot of fans complaining. And when we went to the game last year in Denver, all three of us were there. I was told even by fans as we were going, like, why are you going to a meaningless game, right? Like, we should be losing these games when it came to playing the Broncos or whatever, right? So this is some of the stuff I see. I want to see how you guys feel, right? Mm-hmm. It says Raiders won meaningless games and smoked cigars after finishing 8-9. Missed out on a quarterback, but at least we got a Raider chant. Oh, no. There's more. Hold on. Yeah. No. There's more.
But you're not a true Raider fan if you want them to lose on purpose. Even if it's the only, even if it's the only win you get all year, you never want them to lose.
Especially to a division rival.
Yeah. You know how I feel about the division rivals.
Hell yeah.
Check this one out. Watch. Oh, this one gets me. It says, how do we end up in quarterback purgatory every year? I'd rather stop winning pointless games than to get us a 500 season.
No, I'm a no. I know. Like I said, you're not a true Raider fan if you want them to lose on purpose. You know what I mean? Right? We want to go out there and win and just be able to talk shit to at least those fans and shit.
Yeah, then what's the purpose in competing? You know, there's always going to be winners. There's always going to be losers, but you don't stop competing.
Right.
You know, that's the whole purpose of organized sports is to compete. You know, you could be the sorriest team in the league, but there's always going to be that game that like, oh man, we beat this team, like KC Christmas.
Somebody even said the Kansas City game was a meaningless game.
Hell no! That was a Christmas miracle.
we were still in the hunt at that time, weren't we?
Hell yeah! Yes. It ended with the Indy game.
Yeah, that's right, the Indy game. Yeah. Like I said, dude, you're not a true Raider fan if you want them to lose on purpose. We're trying to win whatever games we can win.
Because I understand the mentality of okay, let's tank the season so we can get up on the draft and pick a better player, but then we go back to the whole thought process of are these players going to do as good as they did in college in the pros? We don't know that. You know, based on our previous draft picks, we weren't very good at picking good number one players other than Josh Jacobs. So, you know, the history isn't there. You know, it's not a very sound decision to make that choice.
Not only that, you know, free agents that are coming to our team. Yeah. How do you get them to come when we're all about losing?
Right.
You know how I feel about division rivals, dude. So I'm
another one. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a division rival. Like I was like, if we could win those 6 games and lose the rest, I'm happy with winning those 6 games and talking shit to the division.
Yeah, like that.
Not that I want that, but it's like if I could beat the division, why not?
Yeah. See, like the year that the Raiders went to the playoffs. What was it? 2021. 2021, that we had the opportunity of going into the playoffs either with the Chargers or the Steelers, right?
Right.
And we're like, fuck the Chargers. Let's go.
Bro.
You know why? Because they're the division rivals, even though there's a historic competition with the Steelers, but the Steelers aren't our division rivals. The Chargers are. So we kicked them to the curb. And that was an amazing feeling.
That was the thing that I think got me the most, man, when we were going to that Denver game, John. They're like, why are you going? It's a meaningless game. Do you not understand the rivalry between Denver and the Raiders? Like, knowing that we've won, what is it, like 8 in a row against them?
Yep.
Like,
Now
what
it's
that
8 in a row,
means to a Raider fan to be able to tell your division rival that, you know? Like, I don't know. Sometimes
man, I'll be walking around with my sister and her man about like, hey, we got that Christmas game though.
Right?
I'll be running my mouth about that. I was like, hey,
My brother's a Chiefs fan. Like, how was your Christmas stuff?
yeah,
That's right.
did you have a good Christmas? No, you did not.
Did not.
Oh, Myra's here. Myra said, see, the youngsters are impatient.
Yes.
They are. They don't know no better though.
Yeah. Yeah, I fortunately got to see the Raiders in their bad times, their good times, and then again, their bad times. You know, and I understand that everything's a progress. Obviously, we got the tail end of Al Davis, rest in peace. You know, his choices weren't really good, and then he hands over the team to his son that is not a football mind.
Right.
And you know, he wasn't prepared to take the reins. And how do you take the reins from an individual as historic as Al Davis?
As big as a figure as his dad was.
How do you do that, dude? How do you do that? Right. So what do? You run to Chucky.
Yeah.
Why? Because that's what he knew as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so he said, okay, I think our team is going to be in a good position, but then we have these messed up situations that occurred with what's that kid that's in jail now? Ruggs. You know, and then the leaked emails, just of Gruden, coincidentally, you know, and all those situations. It's like, you know, it's tough, man. It's really tough. And now that we actually have a leader of men in AP, you know, now there's a glimmer of hope. Right. You know, that he might not be an X's and O's guy. He might not be the guy that's gonna be running the plays, but they will follow him. They will be there for him. And sometimes that's all you need. Yeah. You know, as obviously as long as you have the right pieces there with the offensive and defensive coordinator and the players, you know, as long as he can lead our team to win, you know, sometimes willing is enough.
Yeah. I think Big Daddy has a good point right here. Where'd he go? He says, I feel sorry for my young G's because all you have seen is really bad, undisciplined football. Really bad drafting, bad coaches, right? The storm is over. Nothing about the return of the good old days. It's about seeing the great new days. Yep, that's right. I need to get Big Daddy on the show one day, man.
Yes, sir.
Some facts.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, times have changed. The game has changed. It's time to make the right changes to it.
Yeah, no, and that's another good point. Is that for some reason our play mentality has stayed 20 years back. Like they still try to play the game how it was played 10, 20 years ago.
That is true.
You have to adapt. You have to adapt to the new play style. You know, because I remember when Mike Vick was quarterbacking, everybody thought he was an anomaly because fool would run, throw. He like throw a ball and catch it himself and fucking run it for a touchdown. You know, he was just. But that wasn't the way football was played at the time. Now that's the norm. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the norm. You need an agile mobile quarterback.
You can just imagine Michael Vick nowadays.
Ooh, man. That's why we have these players, I think, now, because they saw Michael Vick play, and that's who they wanted to be like. You know what I mean? Yeah, like now, like when I was a kid, running backs were the big deal.
Yes.
You know? What did the call? It was the running backs.
Yes.
They wanted to be like Marcus, like Bo, you know,
Emmett,
Barry.
right?
Barry Sanders,
Barry Sanders,
Walter
right?
Payton.
Yeah, and then now the game, as you said, has evolved. You got these quarterbacks that not only can throw, but they're running like running backs and breaking these long runs too.
Yeah,
these athletic type dudes, and it's crazy to me.
Yeah, they're bringing back the days of like Fred Biletnikoff with like the long bombs and the long plays and and it's great, but you can't forget what gets the ball moving, and that's pounding the rock. Moves you forward.
Mm-hmm. See, an 831 has a good point, and this is what I always tell those fans who say we should tank. Like, we have a commitment to excellence. Intentionally losing is counter to our commitment and the basis of our crate. Yeah. It's like, so what are we supposed to do? Just lay down and keep losing every year till we build up all these first-round picks according to these people? Like, it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, and then
he wouldn't have his job if he would have lost those games.
Right? Yeah. No, and then let's say for example, if that thought process was actually followed, right? Oh, let's tank, and let's pick up every year, pick up great draft picks. Eventually, those draft picks are going to need a new contract,
right? And
then since we're going to be in such debt for paying all these number one draft picks so much money, we're not going to have money to pick new draft picks. So eventually, we're going to go back down.
Yeah. There's no guarantee they're going to work out either.
Exactly.
You think about it, the 2020 draft class of quarterbacks, they're not as bad, right? And then the 2021, which had a lot like this one, all those dudes phased out. Like Wilson, gone, right? Trevor Lawrence is the only one that could still probably play. Fields just got traded for a 6th-round draft pick.
Yep.
So you never know.
You don't know. You never know
these first-round things. But I get wanting to take the chance. If that's your dude, then do it. So, like, we're going to be there draft day, right? We're there. And if we trade up and we get Jaden Daniels, I'm not going to cry that we did.
Right.
We did it. We went for our guy. Cool, whatever. But I'm also not going to hate on my team because they didn't or they couldn't make the move up.
Right. Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's speak on Jaden Daniels. That boy, he is great, right? He showed his grit in college ball, but he's a really skinny dude.
Right.
I have a feeling if he gets hit, they're gonna tear him up.
Well, I mean that comes to with time developing and building. Because Tua was the same way.
Right.
Struggled his first couple of years. He got beat up. Lamar was really skinny when he came out. Yeah.
That's how Bryce Young looks.
Yeah. Huh?
Bryce Young looks like that.
Bryce Young looks like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that.
And that's again going back to what we were talking about earlier about giving them time to develop. Sitting back and obviously, if needed, put him in, but like have him build some mass if we do get him. Get him stronger, faster, and more to the level of a professional quarterback. True. Than the skinny kid with a good arm and good mobility, and that scares me, man. They're gonna break him like a twig.
But then again, that goes to even if we do get a kid like that, we need to protect them, whether it's Aiden O'Connell, whether
with the offensive line,
whether it's Daniels, whether it's Penix. No matter who it is, we gotta protect them.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
See, Eric said, what did he say? He said, Eric said, what you're saying sounds good. Figure out what scheme you're playing and get the players to fit your scheme. Why get a power player if you're running zones? See, and that makes sense. Like, you're going to draft players that fit what you're doing,
That's logical. That's I think, something that a lot of coaches don't think logically. They think just of their particular scheme, the way they want their plays done, and you have to fit what they say.
You know when I first learned that? I don't know if you guys remember when we signed D'Angelo Hall. And it was a big signing. He was the big free agent corner coming from the Falcons. It was Falcons, right? But in my mind, I was like, but he always played zone.
Right.
Like, the Raiders play man. Like, this dude always played zone. He's not a zone. He's not a man corner. He came to the Raiders. We made him play man, and it didn't work out.
Yeah. Well, the same thing happened with
Nnamdi.
Same thing happened with Nnamdi. Yeah, when he went to Philly.
When he went to the Eagles, he was trash.
Yeah. He wasn't playing man no more. He was playing zone.
Yeah,
he was playing man.
Yeah.
So you kind of get that what you're doing and the player's strengths when it comes to that part.
Yeah, you gotta play it right.
Definitely.
He said, Doug Raider, Leo, John, my brothers. What's up, my dude? Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Yeah, they might have to take their time to get players that fit that scheme. Why get a power player if you're running out? Well, I get it. So
I just want to see some improvement.
Yeah.
Technically, we did improve last year.
Once McDaniels left,
McDaniels left.
Yes.
So now he's got the full year going.
Yeah, now definitely
some improvement as the year goes on, getting better.
Yeah,
so having said that, like, how long, or do you guys have a tight leash, or is it loose for AP as far as the success of the team? Like, do we have to make the playoffs or make a run in order for us to be like, we're going to continue with AP? Or do you guys see like a 2-3 years, and if we get worse, then it's time to move on?
The way the defense looks, like we should be competing for a spot.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should be competing for a spot just like we did last year, because the defense is only getting better.
Yeah.
And we won games because of the defense.
Right.
The offense didn't do shit.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So I think we should be fighting for a playoff spot.
Right.
Now, I'm not expecting a Super Bowl run, because I'm not expecting a Super Bowl run. It doesn't, it's not what I'm expecting. But I do expect to compete for one of those spots, at least a wild card.
At least a wild card.
Because a wild card, what was it? We were beating Indianapolis away from possibly making the playoffs?
Indianapolis and Minnesota. Yeah,
and a couple of people losing, and whatever had to play out, stuff like that. But you're talking about, you did that with a few games with McDaniels. You know what I mean? We were still at the end of the year. We were still competing, even with the first half of McDaniels and then the second half of AP. Now you got a full year of AP.
Yeah.
Defensively, we should be scary defensively, and if we get that O line right, give AOC some time to throw, or even Minshew. Dude, give them some time to throw. They can make the throws.
Yeah,
they can make it.
Throws. We saw Zeus running last year. Zeus could run.
Yeah,
like
he did well.
You still got your wideouts out there. You still got your tight ends out there. You got some big tight ends. You got weapons. He's just putting it together.
Yeah,
putting it together on the offensive side of the foot.
Yeah, giving him that time to go through his progressions and being able to identify his receivers and letting it go. Yeah, for me personally, I think it's always Super Bowl or bust. That's always my mentality. Reality, though, tells me another story. Reality, to me, winning one more game than last year is progress.
So instead of 8-9 being 9-8?
Correct. Because that shows that there's definite progress, that we're going in the right direction. Obviously, I'm more of a patient Raider fan than most of the youngsters, because I've seen what we've been in the past. Right. I've seen that we've had these great years, and then all of a sudden the following year, just garbage.
So then doesn't that part true to what the youngsters say about us older cats, that we're so used to being mid that we're cool with it?
Well, we're not cool. Like I'm telling you, my mentality is always Super Bowl or bust.
Okay.
That's it. That's like every time game number 1 of the season starts, that's my mentality. We're gonna win it all. But then reality sets in, and we start seeing, all these situations occur. Then you know what? It's if there's a progress, if there's more winning than losing, then all right, it's a step in the right direction. Now let's wait and see what next year brings, what the offseason brings, and then we can make a decision. So I think AP should minimum be given a full year, and see what he has to do, because again, he's a novice at head coaching. This is his first year as a head coach, so he has nothing outside of 3/4 of a season to compare it to. He doesn't have a full season under his belt. So we need to give him that opportunity. He's going to make mistakes. We saw that last season.
Oh yeah.
Some of the timeouts, some of the flags,
They actually hired a coach that's going to help him with that on the side.
I know. What's his name from the Bengals, right?
Not Marvin Lewis. He's going to be like the assistant to him. But there's a specific coach. That's his title.
Oh, okay.
With the challenges, the timeouts. It's called a game management coach. Assistant.
See, perfect. See, and so they're outside of filling the need on the field, we also have to fill the need that the coaches have. And being that AP isn't quite there yet, he still needs that help. And I am very proud to say that he is my coach because he is man enough to say, you know what, I need the help. Give it to me. Give it to me. And like a lot of these prideful pricks that are in the league, like McDumbass, no, I can do everything, and we saw that he can. Offensive coordinating, yes, can't take that away from him. But head coaching,
I'm looking for double-digit wins and fighting for a playoff spot.
Yeah, you're like Randy said 11-6.
I'll say okay, yeah.
11-6.
Double-digit wins, competing for a playoff spot, and just winning, like getting the division, beating everybody in the division twice.
Again? Twice.
Everybody twice.
See, I think Randy brought up a cool point, which is like, it's not that we're cool with being mid. It's that we're not cool with it, but we always stand behind our team.
That's right.
No, that's true.
That's right. Win, lose, or tie. That's what I would say.
What about you? What are you expecting?
I think too, double either 10 or 11 wins, at least a wild card. I would love if we can challenge KC for that AFC West title because of how much I hate them. If we were to win the AFC West, like I would be like, dude, like to my fan, the
definitely.
KC fans.
I got to deal with it too, yeah.
But yeah.
I really think that definitely if we beat our division rivals, both home and away, that is a plus. Right. But get into the playoffs, it would be great. But again, there's a lot of factors that need to be put into the situation.
Ooh, our schedule is no joke. Our schedule is no joke.
Oh yeah,
there you go.
North, and they're the toughest division in the AFC this year.
Right. So there's a lot of factors that come into play here that we definitely have to take into consideration. It's not like we're playing the Bears and they beat us.
I was there. It was horrible.
So and that's the mentality I take when I go into a new season. It's I want them to win the Super Bowl. I want to be at that parade. I want to celebrate. But you know what? Everything takes time. You got to crawl before you walk.
This goes to what you were saying about Jaden Daniels, Walter. It's that someone told me that JD gives them RG3 vibes. And that's what you're saying about the fragileness and the way they play. They can be pretty reckless and get hurt.
Right, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, poor kid, man. Our RG3 got hurt so bad.
He got hurt bad.
Yeah. But he was a number 1 draft pick.
Yeah.
So let's put him out there. He's not ready. He's not ready.
Big Daddy says Harbaugh is talking up JJ Big. He's talking about McCarthy. The Commanders take him at 2. The Pats are Minnesota. Trade with the Pats. Take May. Then we drop and trade a package to Arizona for the 4th pick and get Jaden Daniels. See, that would be beautiful.
Yeah.
If that happened draft day, I would be ecstatic. We'd be smoking the cigars, the stogie.
Hell yeah.
We'd be celebrating.
Definitely. Definitely. But even when I would go to the games in Vegas or in Oakland, even when we lost, it was heart-wrenching and you'd leave pissed, but then you'd walk out with all the Raider Nation, and you know what? It was okay.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, because I came from LA, so we would drive. So if we lost, the drive home was kind of long and sad.
Yeah.
But we had a good time at the game, after the game, all that. Yeah. Even when we go to Vegas, we've been there.
Yeah.
When we went to the Steeler game, John, we lost, but we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And to me, obviously, being a Raider fan isn't just about the X's and O's, about the players on the field. It's about the camaraderie between the fans. To me, the Raider Nation is a family. To me, it's going to a Raider game is going to like a family reunion. Seeing old friends, making new friends.
Well, look at us, the 3 of us, we became friends from going to the
definitely
games.
Same thing with like MC Raider and with Matt from West Coast Pirates. All these guys, we met because of the Raiders, not because they were a winning team, but because we're all Raider fans. And at the end of the day, I think that's what we need to keep in mind. Yes, it is important that our team wins, but the Raider Nation stays strong and solidified regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you on that. Like, I get it. Like, we are tired of losing, but to me, I'm not gonna stop cheering or going to the games because we're losing. Am I gonna be upset if we're doing dumb shit? Of course, I'm gonna be vocal about it and say I think this is stupid. Like, I wasn't happy with the JJ thing, but it is what it is. I had my little 5 minutes of sorrow, crying, and I move forward. Now I'm looking at the draft, and I'm looking about taking a Audric Estime from Notre Dame. Hopefully, we can get him.
I bet you are.
Oh, I got a whole little highlight video that I'm gonna drop tomorrow while watching Estime highlights.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
Chris, protect the shield in the house. What's up, big dog?
What's up, Chris?
Yeah,
Big Chris. But yeah, no.
It should really depend on how the team is progressing under his reign. Yeah, and for real, when you see, I think that was the frustration was we saw the defense get better, but the offense was sporadic and so like not very consistent. We didn't know what we were gonna get.
Yeah, but who was our offensive coordinator?
Yeah, I mean it was Bo. It was Bo.
Yeah,
and before him it was McDaniels.
He was just a figurehead. That's all. He was just a man standing in a position just because they needed it.
Right.
Because he did not do anything.
And it was really so like left and right because you did score against Minnesota, then you put up 60-something against fucking the Chargers like, within a week. I was like, what the hell?
How does that happen?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the fact that we fucking put up that much points against the Chargers, but I was like, we could have saved half of that last week. Like, what happened?
Oh no, you good, Afakasi. Salute Afakasi, my brother from Australia. He said, sorry, bro, I didn't know you was live tonight. Yeah, of course, bro, you're good. No, but yeah, I mean, that offense to me was just like, I used to get so mad because you knew if we couldn't run, we were done.
Yep.
And then when
everybody else knew that.
Getting more mad because you see 8 or 9 guys up in the box
because they knew
screaming, and John's like, bro, it's right there. It's right there.
Yeah. And then also the year before last, Josh Jacobs killed it. Right? Yeah. And the expectation after he got his money, the expectation was he was going to be the same this year. But he held out, started off slow. He wasn't that guy that we had the year before last. And that was a bit frustrating. Not taking anything away from him. I think he was a great RB for us. He did great things. He represented the team amazingly. But those situations just kind of like, oh man, I would scratch my head. I'm like, dude, what is going on? I know it just wasn't him. I know it was a lot to do with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and the play calling. But come on, dude. Shows a little more, a little gumption.
And he did. Remember that one big run he made against Kansas City?
Right.
He had those little things, but to me, he was just never one. It took him long to get to the team.
Right.
A lot of the run blocking was probably off in the beginning.
Because they were ready for him.
Yeah.
That's the OTAs, the off season and the summer. That all makes a difference.
Yeah. Which is going to be huge for Aiden O'Connell because now he's going to have not only going to come in as the QB, but the QB1 until somebody else knocks him off. As before, he came in behind Jimmy.
Yeah.
Remember even the Chicago game, we all wanted O'Connell to start, and they threw Hoyer.
Right.
So he didn't have him to deal with all that. Now when O'Connell comes back, he knows this is his team. Take charge and prove that he can lead the team, even if we do draft a quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree.
No,
bless you.
Relax, 2-0.
2-0.
Bro. No,
that must be soccer talk.
Yeah. We're both big soccer fans, but the one team we don't agree on is the national team. Other than that, we have the same teams.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah.
National teams, we clash, but I've been winning, so I'll take it.
So it's all good, huh?
It won't last forever, but I'll take it while I can.
Right.
Winning cures all.
Right?
Yeah. It does, and that's what I'm hoping is going to happen with the team. But it's just crazy to me when I see things like that on social media, like how drastic or the thought process of our fans sometimes, you know? Like if we would have just lost those games, we wouldn't be talking about a trade, or it'd be easier to trade up. I'm like, yeah, but then AP wouldn't be our coach.
Right.
We would have had a worse season. And
Yeah.
And
then let's say we would bring in another coach. Who knows what mindset that coach would bring into the team?
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, even when you bring up the coaches. So before we hired McDaniels, that year when Gruden was fired and we didn't keep Rich, I wanted Harbaugh that year.
Mhm.
I was all about bring Harbaugh. It didn't happen. They went with McDaniels, whatever. This last one with AP, even as much as I wanted Harbaugh as a coach before, seeing what AP brought to the team, to the organization, to the fan base, like that's what sold me on him.
Yes.
Moving forward with the future, with Harbaugh can go somewhere else.
Same here, brother. Same here.
I don't think he's garbage, or I respect him. He's a good coach. But what AP had started here, I wanted to see what it could be and what it could finish like.
Yeah. I had the same mentality. I had the same mentality. I thought Harbaugh, he's an experienced coach, went to the Super Bowl, did wonders over at Michigan. Right. He's a college champion coach. He has the pedigree. He has the history, the experience, and I thought that's something that definitely the Raiders would benefit from.
Right.
And with AP, I saw what he did during the season, and I commended him for it. He was put into the fire, and he excelled. But then I was like, oh, Harbaugh or AP? I'm like, I think I'm gonna go Harbaugh. But then I saw the pivot. And
the Pivot podcast?
and I heard him talk, and I was like, that's my coach. That's my coach. Because he was true. He didn't fake the funk. He wasn't trying to sell himself as something that he wasn't. He spoke on who he was as a person, as a football player, and as a man. And to most of these kids that are playing pro ball now, that's what they need. They need that person to look up to, not a person to stand over them and dictate, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and it's my way or the highway. They need somebody that's approachable, that can help them progress as football players, but as men as well.
As men, leader of men.
Yes.
For me, when the moment I wanted him to be our coach was when he cut Peters.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
When he took him out and then he cut him, I was like, okay, you got to keep that guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, any other would have just benched him and just kept him on the team.
Based on his tenure.
Yeah, he was like,
who he was to the city of Oakland.
Yeah.
So the fact that he sat there, benched him, then cut him, I was like, all right, I like this guy. This guy's gonna do what he's got to do to help us win.
That was an amazing move. But you know what? Peters made it easy though.
Oh yeah,
Peters made it easy. Yeah, he made it easy.
A lot of the coaches wouldn't have cut him though.
Oh, of course not. Of course
cut
not.
him till the end of the year and then release him at the end of the year.
Right. No.
Nah, I'm not gonna deal with that shit.
If you don't want to be here, then just get out.
Yeah. No, and that I think set the precedence of his tenure as a coach.
Yeah. So for me, that was the moment.
Coach he's gonna be.
Yeah. It's like he's not gonna take it just because you're a big name. We're not going to keep you just because of what you've done. We're keeping you because of what you're doing and what you're going to show this team. And he did, and he's like, sorry, guy, got to go.
Eric said, he said, win 2 or more games and the losses are close and you're in every game, then AP should be above ground and his job should be safe. Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Randy said 53 different players and AP has shown the ability to reach all 53.
Yes, sir.
Fact, bro.
Yes, sir.
And then Peters came in for the check and then got checked. I like that sound.
That was good. I like that.
And then got checked.
Yeah, I love that one. He sure did.
That's hilarious.
This was great. Man, thank you. Thank you for joining us today, Walter. And we're trying to welcome back, my dude.
I'm back, bro. I'm back. Yeah, we should be on here a lot more now.
Orale. Yeah. Walter, you want to share what you got going on, what you've been doing, what is coming up for you?
Well, yeah, right now I'm working with MC Raider. We started the Stogie Nation podcast. What we do is we basically go around to different cigar lounges and we review them, introduce the Raider Nation to the hobby of cigar smoking, and also different brands of cigars. I recently just did a review of a cigar lounge, actually in Denver, Colorado, when I went for some business, and they are very friendly to Raider fans up there, believe it or not. And it's definitely things that I want to do for the Raider Nation, is introduce them to different types of cigar lounges and cigars, and show them that there's a negative stigma in the whole smoking aspect, but it could also be a pretty fun hobby. And then especially now that the Raiders are using the cigars as a celebratory item in the locker room when they win, why can't we do the same? And so I'm doing that, still doing the whole graphic design with Dub Raider Designs. Again, I'm working with MC Raider, helped out West Coast Pirates with a couple of his projects, and hopefully with Leo, I'm going to be helping him out as well. And I got some merch going out there. And what else? We just recorded a podcast today from Bo Cigar Lounge in Bellflower. It's going to hit, I believe, right after this podcast. It's on already? Okay, so it's out there. So you guys look for it under MC Raider. It's going to be our podcast. We had a special guest, Cheeto Linus, in the house. And, we smoke cigars, talk Raider football, and, just expect more of that.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I did that today with them, Tron. That was pretty dope. We got to do that.
I love a cigar and a nice little glass of whiskey. So.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love that. So I'm good.
Yeah. Leo was actually mentioning that, and we definitely got to get together, record something. Maybe if you guys know of a cigar lounge, or maybe even somebody's house, it don't matter. We'll sit down, chop it up, smoke a cigar, talk about it, talk about our Raider experiences, our cigar experiences, whatever it is, man. Because at the end of the day, we're all family. We're all part of the Raider Nation, and if the more we show camaraderie and unity, I think the better we are as fans.
That is fact, bro. That is fact.
True.
Right. Well, appreciate you for joining us, my dude. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh, no, welcome back, dog. Welcome back. We're gonna be doing this again every Monday.
Hell yeah. I'll be back. I'm back, guys. So we'll be here every Monday.
All right.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Peace out.
All right, fellas.